Some of these games I got not only for clearance prices, but I also got an additional 10% off because I made a purchase of over $150. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Bargain Game Hunter, and we're going to start things off with some online pickups, some from GameStop and some from Video Games Plus or VGP. So GameStop, of course, has been doing not only a bunch of sales, but also their ongoing clearance deals. And they have been lowering the value for the clearance. So in case you haven't been paying attention, it started off as you could get 50% off anything that was on clearance, but it had to be in store. Then they changed it to 25% off, but they added more things that they were clearancing. But most recently, they changed it to 20%, but they added a bunch more stuff and you can order it for shipping. So they have been lowering the amount of a discount on clearance games and other knickknacks and whatnot, but also you can get it shipped and you don't have to worry about finding it in a local store. So I picked up a handful of games that I thought were pretty good values, and I got what is probably the single most shameful GameStop new game I've ever seen. And if you've watched my shorts on this channel, you already know what it is, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. We have a quote-unquote new copy of Doom 3 VR Edition on the PS4. So this is supposed to be new. Supposed to be. It's not. As you can see, it is a generic GameStop case that has been put in plastic, and they wrote the word new on it. This is not new. Not at all. I know a lot of people disagree that their last copy policy, where you get a copy that's not sealed, counts as new. I can live with that. If it has everything that's supposed to come with, that's fine with me. This is not new. If you don't have an original case for it, it's pre-owned. Let's just be honest. Even if the disc has never been played, it's pre-owned now. That being said, the main reason why I got this game, because I do not have PSVR, the main reason I got this game is it was 80 cents. So, all of that being said, it's not the end of the world, but I really hope no one else gets a game like this that isn't Doom 3 VR for 80 cents, because this is horrible. This should never happen, GameStop. This should have been pre-owned and you should have sent me a better copy. That's what I'm saying. Now that that's over with, let's talk about some other games that I picked up today, and these are all pretty nice pickups. I'm pretty happy with all of them. Of course, these all came today in the mail, and one of them came sealed, which is pretty nice. So I wanted to pick up these games. They all were pretty solid prices, so I figured I did pretty well on them. So we're going to start off with Demon Turf on the Xbox Series X. Interesting looking game. Looks like a really stylized platformer. I don't know much about it, but it looked interesting, and it was like $16 or something. It was a pretty good price. The game looks interesting. It's not one you normally see, and it was on clearance, so I figured, you know what, might as well grab it. This one did come as GameStop new, but everything's there. The disc is there. See, I have no problem with this being considered new. That's fine, but the VR one, no, not okay. Anyway, next up we have, and this one is a little more concerning because the case has some pretty visible wear on it. But we have Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD on the Xbox One. So if you don't know what this is a platformer series that came out on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube back in the day. They remade it for Xbox One and PS4 and Switch. I never played Ty. I heard they were really good games, so I figured, you know what, might as well grab the Xbox One remake, especially because it was like $8, or it was a pretty low amount of money. Next up, we have Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX on the PS4, and yes, this does have a free PS5 upgrade. My man MC Mirror just picked this up recently from GameStop, so shout out to MC Mirror. It looks interesting. Apparently it is a sequel to a Master System game from Sega. Looks like a fun platformer. This one, now this one is definitely more justifiable in terms of it being considered new, because it comes with all the inserts, it comes with a keychain. So this is definitely a new quality game, even though it didn't come sealed. So I'm pretty content with this. This one was like $8, so not too bad at all. And then this one is the most interesting. I was skeptical if I wanted to pick this up, mostly because it's not a genre that I typically go after, but I heard really good things about it. And it dropped down to $15. And I got a sealed copy. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well. It looks interesting and it might be a good pickup. We have Yuri Kill on the PS5. It is a NIS game. So again, a kind of niche publisher that releases very Japanese games, and sometimes they can shoot up in value. It's a shmup, which is interesting. It doesn't look like a shmup, but it's I think it's got like visual novel elements and then shmup gameplay. So sounds interesting. I figured I'd give it a shot, and for $15 for a brand new sealed copy, why not? All right, and now we've got our two VGP games. Now, VGP has been doing a bunch of interesting deals lately. And the main one that I had to jump on is they had a sale on brand new PS3 games. Now, that is also the place where I got my sealed copy of Asura's Wrath, which is still sealed, and I intend to keep sealed. But yeah, they get new PS3 games, brand new sealed. So I figured, you know what, might as well add a few more to the collection. This one was kind of a filler because I had to reach a certain threshold to get free shipping, but it's part of a series that I do have other games in, and I mean, it's a PS3 RPG. I figure it's got to be pretty good. We have Atelier Aisha, The Alchemist of Dusk on the PS3, brand new, sealed. It's part of the Atelier series. I have Atelier Ryza 1 and 2 on the PS4, and I will be picking up Atelier Ryza 3 on the PS5 to complete the trilogy. Looks interesting. Never played any of the games yet, but I figured, you know what, might as well grab it if I can get a brand new sealed copy on PS3. And this was the main one I wanted to pick up because I know some games in the series are worth a lot. I thought this one might have been. It's not worth as much as you'd think, but still, to get a brand new sealed copy on PS3 is pretty awesome. We have Drakengard 3 on the PS3, and this is a late release PS3 game because you can tell because it's got the logo that's supposed to model the PS4, even though it's a PS3 game. So that's kind of cool. I've heard good things about the Drakengard series. I mean, it is a Square Enix RPG series, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and I got a brand new sealed copy. So yeah, pretty solid pickups from GameStop and Video Games Plus, but we are not done. We're going to be doing some more pickups throughout the week as I get ready for Christmas. I'm going to get some more presents and maybe find some more awesome deals to score. So let's see what the rest of the week brings. All right, I got another batch of games and a case. And the case is actually pretty relevant. You'll see why when I show it to you. And I actually have another one coming hopefully in the next couple days. So I got some good pickups here, and again, most of them are from GameStop. So I took advantage of two different sales in this one. First, yes, I hit up more clearance games, and I picked up a number of them. One of which still hasn't arrived. I'm waiting for it. Hopefully it'll arrive soon. All I know is it was delayed, and then I got the rest though, and I think these are pretty solid. They're all supposedly new, but of course half of them are unsealed and half of them are sealed, so take that what you will. These at least all have the little like sticker on the side, so they're kind of sealed, but whatever, it's fine. So this first batch of 3 games I got as clearance games. So these were all marked as clearance. And actually one of them's not. I'm going to move that one aside. 2 of them were marked as clearance. I'm waiting on the 3rd one. But I figured these were all kind of interesting pickups, so might as well. And The main reason why I got these, besides the fact that I wanted to get a bunch of stuff for Brosmas, which is a celebration that my best bros and I do in January every year. I got a bunch of stuff for that, so check out the main channel, BigCTV, if you want to learn more about Brosmas and what that shenanigans is going to be like. But I got a bunch of stuff for Brosmas. I also got some Christmas presents from my mom. And while I was there, of course, I basically just raided the GameStop clearance section, and I got some good stuff for me. So first off, we got Rift Breaker on the PS5. This is a RTS style game. It was on clearance for like $7 something, and I got an extra 20% off, so pretty solid. Pretty happy with that. Another interesting looking PS5 RTS. Apparently I'm making a nice stack of PS5 RTS games, which is fun. Next up, a game that I heard good things about. I really liked the first one, so I figured, you know what, let's pick up the second one, especially because it was on clearance. Life is Strange 2 on the Xbox One. I've heard this one's good. I've heard it's not as good as the original, but still pretty good. So now I have a physical copy, and this one was the same price as Rift Breaker. It was like I think it was $7.98 before the 20% off, so it was like under $7. The nice thing too is I was able to take advantage of a couple deals, because not only was GameStop doing the clearance where they gave you an extra 20% off clearance games, but they were also doing an additional 10% off if you picked up like $150 in merchandise or more. And I did, because of all the other stuff that I got, which again, I'm not going to show you that because that's for other videos or for my mom's Christmas presents. But I picked up a few extra things too to help pad out the order. So I got those for a little over $7. Pretty happy with that. Next game, and this one is technically not clearance, but it was really cheap and it sounds interesting. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. We have Epic Chef on the Xbox One. This game was like, it was on sale for like, I think it was $10. And with the 10% off, I got it for $9. So that's pretty good. It sounds interesting. It's a single player food-based game. I don't know. Sounds interesting. And for that cheap, I figured I'd give it a shot. And then this was the big game that I wanted to pick up. And the main reason why I picked it up, and I don't know if I've talked about it on the channel. I have a beef with EA right now. Mostly because their account system really sucks. So I've had my Xbox Live account and my EA account for a very, very long time. Recently, they did an update where you have to reset the password of your EA account. The problem is the email address that is attached to my EA account, I don't have anymore. So I tried to talk to them on support, and they make me jump through a whole bunch of hoops to prove my identity, and some of the questions are like ludicrously obscure. I've tried it twice, and both times I could not get back in, and the problem is they will not unlink your account unless you pass this, and until I can either unlink it or reset the password, I can't play any EA game online on Xbox, which is ridiculous. However, even if I can only play it offline, I still want to play this game. It looks really good. It's getting good reviews. Plus, it was on sale already, and I got an additional 10% off. And considering how recently this game launched, it's a pretty impressive price. We got Need for Speed Unbound on the Xbox Series X, so I'm excited to play this. I love doing Need for Speed games. This one's apparently really fun. I only paid $31 because it was on sale for $35, I think, and I got an extra 10% off because of spending over $100. So yeah, I got Need for Speed Unbound for $31. That's really, really good considering this game launched in early December, so less than a month ago, for $70. That's why it's good to pay attention to sales. Speaking of sales, I also picked up 2 more new games that were on sale this past week right before Christmas, and I think I did pretty well on both of these. They're both games I wanted, and they're brand new sealed condition, although the disc is loose in one, which means I'm going to have to open it. First off, we have Tactics Ogre Reborn on the PS5. It is a beautiful 2D HD tactics remake of Tactics Ogre, which I've heard is a fantastic game. It looks cool, sounds interesting. I figured I'd grab it on PS5. It was on sale for 35 bucks, so I figured why not. And then this one I'm going to keep sealed for now. It's got some cool bonus stuff, but I really wanted a physical copy of it, and it came in really good shape. Now, of course, when this first launched, it was $70, and it was not worth getting for $70. I ended up getting it for, I think it was $35, so definitely a lot better. We have Psychonauts 2 on the Xbox Series X. So this originally did not get a physical copy. I Am 8-Bit released this special Mother Lobe edition with a physical copy. So I snagged that. It's got the cool lenticular cover. It's also got some bonus stuff in it. It's got reversible cover, premium die-cut stickers, art cards, and a digital download of behind-the-scenes development work. So pretty cool. Figured I'd grab it. And now I have a copy that I will probably keep sealed, at least for now. And now I own both Psychonauts games physically. So pretty happy with that. And the last thing, and this I mostly got because, as some of you know in previous episodes, I finally got a copy of Mario Party 5, which is the last GameCube Mario Party that I was missing. So now, if you look at my GameCube Mario Party games, I have all 4 of them, but Mario Party 4 and Mario Party 6 are just in yellow sleeves. They don't have actual cases. I decided, you know what? I want to change that. So I went online and I bought a case for Mario Party 4. So this is the actual authentic GameCube case with the actual authentic GameCube artwork. Black label, pretty good shape. No manual, but that's okay. I think I paid like 16 bucks for this. So not cheap just to get a case, but considering how expensive this game is, I really wanted to get a case, and I got one. I also have one ordered for Mario Party 6, so that one should be coming pretty soon, and of course I will share that as soon as it comes in. But overall, I'm very happy. I got a nice stack of games, and of course my Mario Party 4 case right before Christmas. Can't complain. Alright, it is time for more games pickups. And I actually forgot one from my last clip, so I'm going to include that one, as well as one more pickup that came in today. So first off, I picked this up from Amazon, but I've heard good things about this game. I don't know much about it. Apparently it's based on an MMO, but it looks like an interesting fighting game, and it dropped to a pretty low price, so I figured, you know what, I will go ahead and grab it. We have DNF Duel on the PS5. What's interesting is GameStop apparently had this game very briefly where you could buy a used copy for $6. Unfortunately, that hasn't been available for a very long time, but I was able to snag it for $25, which is not bad. Of course, this is a brand new sealed copy that I got from Amazon, so pretty happy with that. And then the other one, and again, this is not necessarily a game. I'm just really happy to have it because it kind of completes my GameCube collection. Technically, I'm still missing on the manuals, but at least I have cases now. We have the case for Mario Party 6. So, to go with my case for Mario Party 4, plus I already had the case for Mario Party 7, and my Mario Party 5 came with a case. So now I at least have all the cases and box art to go with the GameCube Mario Party games. Technically, I'm missing the manuals. I'm not going to stress about the manuals. If I really want to complete, I'll look up getting the manuals. But right now, I'm just happy to have cases for all 4 of the GameCube Mario Party games. So, pretty happy with that. I'm still waiting on one pickup that's taking a bit longer than it should have. But once that one comes in, then we'll be able to wrap up this video. Alright, it is time for a recap of everything that I picked up the week before Christmas. And we got a pretty good haul. Once again, I raided the GameStop clearance section, took advantage of some really good deals, and picked up a couple more PS3 games that are brand new sealed from Video Games Plus. So we'll start off with those. Definitely pretty happy with how these turned out. Of course, they're brand new sealed. Again, not very often you can find brand new sealed PS3 games, but here we are. So the first one I got is Drakengard 3 on the PS3. This is an RPG series. The first 2 were very difficult to find on PS2. This one's a little bit easier to find, but I figured, you know what? It was a good price. I could grab it sealed for reasonable. I paid 20 bucks US, and this is worth 25, so not too shabby at all. Pretty happy with how that turned out. To go along with it, we got Atelier Aisha and the Alchemist of the Dusk, on the PS3. Another Atelier game. I have Atelier Riser 1 and 2, and I'm going to be getting 3 when that comes out. Never played a single game in the series, but it's a long-running series and it looks interesting, so I figured I'd grab this one because I needed to fill out an order. So I picked it up for 20 bucks, and this one is worth 29, so this one actually has a little bit of value. Now, let's go to all the stuff I picked up at GameStop, and I've got a few different piles. But before we do that, I'm going to do one game that I got from Amazon. And I'm a little sad because this game, for some reason, GameStop has it online on sale for like $6 pre-owned if you can find it. Never been able to find it pre-owned. But it dropped down to a pretty reasonable price and it looks interesting, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And you know, I'm padding my PS5 collection. We have DNF Duel on the PS5. Looks like an interesting fighting game. I figured I'd give it a shot. I paid 25 and it is worth 35, so pretty happy with that. Okay, now we're gonna get to GameStop, and we got some good stuff, so I definitely think you're gonna appreciate that. Of course, I raided the clearance bin and I got some really good stuff on clearance, so let's take a look at all of that. We're gonna start off, of course, with the single worst thing that I picked up on clearance at GameStop. And I've already talked about this a lot, probably too much, and I don't want to go over it again. But we have Doom 3 VR Edition on the PS4. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but this is horrible. Paid 80 cents, and loose, this is worth $6. So, still worth way more than I paid for it, but come on, GameStop. Next up, we have Riftbreaker on the PlayStation 5. This is an RTS. It looks interesting. It was cheap. I figured I would grab it to further pad the PS5 collection and add more interesting PS5 games to my collection. I paid $7, and this one's worth $15. Next, we have Life is Strange 2 on the Xbox One. I have the first one. I have the third one. I didn't have this one, so I figured I would grab it, because it was on sale for $7, I believe. Yeah, $7, and it's worth 20, so solid bundle there. Next up, we have Alex Kidd XD, The Miracle World on the PS4. It comes with a free PS5 upgrade. Interesting looking platformer. Apparently it is a sequel to a Sega Master System game. And this one, not sealed, but it comes with everything it's supposed to, including the manual and the keychain, so very happy with the condition on it. Because yes, I know a lot of people do complain about games not coming sealed from GameStop. It's not the biggest deal. As long as the game is in good shape and comes with everything it's supposed to, I'm not stressing about it not being sealed. Besides, isn't the whole point to play a game not to keep it sealed? I say that as I do have a decent sealed collection, but like, I'm not as upset about it. Anyway, I paid $8 for this, and this is actually worth $27. Brand new, so pretty good. I also did want to mention, for all these GameStop games, I am using the new price because they are new. Some of them are not sealed, I know that, but they've never been played, so I count that as new. Just keep that in mind. Next, we have Ty the Tasmanian Tiger on the Xbox One. Another game looks pretty solid. I never played the Ty games on the PS2 or GameCube or Xbox, so I figured I'd grab the remake of the first one. Paid $16 for this, and this is worth $22, so another decent bump up in value. This one looks really interesting. Don't know much about it, but it definitely has a unique looking concept and the unique looking art style for sure. We have Demon Turf on the Xbox Series X. It looks like it's like a platformer. Yeah, it's a platformer with a very unique looking, interesting art style. Excited to check it out. Looks fun. Paid $20 for this, and it's worth $24. So one of the more expensive clearance games, but I figure it's a pretty uncommon one too. You don't see it very often, so I figured it was worth it. And then this one I was very happy about because it's an NIS game, it's a PS5 game, and it came sealed, which is awesome. We have Eurokill on the PS5. It is a shmup with visual novel elements to it. It looks very Japanese and very interesting. Excited to check it out. Paid $16 for this, and it's worth $40. So this one actually has really good value. And then we're gonna end up with some new games that I just got on sale. Some of these were just sale prices. Some of them were part of a bigger deal. Some of these games I got not only for clearance prices, but I also got an additional 10% off because I made a purchase of over $150. So we got some good discounts on all this stuff. First game up is Epic Chef on the Xbox One. Looks interesting. It was one of those games I needed to pad out my order a little bit, so I just threw it in there. It was on sale originally for like $10, and I got it down to, I think, $9. I got an extra $1 off. Yes. This game is worth $43 in brand new condition, so I think it just came out or something, but I got it for dirt cheap. Pretty happy with that. I think that's a definitely big score. And then these three are kind of some brand new big header games that I got for really good prices. And we're gonna start off with Need for Speed Unbound on the Xbox Series X. Yes, I know I have my beef with EA, but I really want to play this game. So I got it. It was at a really good price. I only paid $40 for it, and this game came out in the beginning of December, so this is still a brand new game. I paid $40, and this is worth $63. So pretty happy with that. Definitely a solid pickup because it was already on sale, and then they got an additional amount on sale because of the promos going on at GameStop. Next up, we have Tactics Ogre Reborn on the PS5. I did think about getting this on Switch, but I figured, you know, with the art style, I think this would be a really good PS5 game, so I picked it up here. Yes, I know it's open. That's because the disc was loose when I got it, so I wanted to open it and make sure the disc was okay, which it is. Still counted as new, though, because it's never been played. I paid $31 for this, and it's worth $47. Because, again, I got it, I think it was on sale for $35. And then I got an additional percentage off of it due to some sort of promo. So, nice. And then this one, which I'm actually planning on keeping sealed. I mostly wanted it because, again, I have a physical copy of the original. And I wanted a physical copy of this one to complete the collection. And this is a cool version of it. We have Psychonauts 2, the Mother Lobe edition on the Xbox Series X. Of course, I have the original Psychonauts on PS2, so now I have the Mother Lobe edition and some really, really cool lenticular cover. Apparently, this version also comes with reversible cover, die cut stickers, art cards, and a download of behind-the-scenes development work. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to keep this sealed for now, but glad to add it to the collection. This one I paid $45 for, and it's worth $65. So another solid bundle there. So there you go. Got some really, really good games for really good prices. All the GameStop stuff I saved a ton of money on, and got for really low prices. And then of course VGP picked up a couple PS3 games sealed that are worth a bit more than what I paid for them. So definitely think I did really well in this pile, and definitely a great way to go into Christmas. And we'll just have to wait and see how well I did on that next week. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. And I'll see you next week on another episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.